the data given is again about marks. So I have taken a small example to do the things about marks. In that one, roll number, gender, and marks of one subject. Here, roll number, gender, background, urban or rural is there. Family profession is there. What are these standing for? I have written at the bottom. A for agriculture, B for business, S for service. And the background, U is urban, R is rural. So here, background means whether urban background or rural background. Here, agriculture, business or service that is being done. And 3 subject marks are also given about all the students. 30 students or 25 students are there. And a number of questions are given. What are these questions here? First, obtain frequencies of each variable. Okay, so we'll do one by one. Before that, I'll open the corresponding data sheet which I have already prepared. I'll explain the data, and then first task will be to get the frequency of each variable, and the second task will be mean, median, mode, standard deviation of each subject. Okay, now we'll go to SPSS. To open, it takes some time usually. Okay, type in data, click OK. Now, to open that particular data sheet, which I have saved on the desktop, what I have to do, file, okay, open. Already I have told you that in Excel there are different files available. Data file, syntax file, output file, script file. So I am dealing with the data file. So click here, data. Okay. Now I have to go to desktop. Desktop. And here this is my folder of today. That one SPSS is there, SPSS 1A. So that 25 students data, I have done it here. So you observe one thing, say roll number, gender, background. Family profession, I have written like this, FAM, then capital P without gap. Okay, so I have written like that. Then subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Now totally we have 7 variables. What are the specifications of these variables? Let us see. Say a roll number, of course number is numeric, and 6 character space is given. No decimal is required in any of the data because we are not dealing with something like income or anything, so we have left it. And now here only one variable had to be explained fully, so family profession it is given the label here. But 3 variables were coded. Say gender, I have coded it here. Say F for male, F for female, M for male. I have that. Then R for rural, U for urban. And here A for agriculture, B for business, S for service. This coding must be done. Even if you don't do, answer will come, but the corresponding graphs, for example, only F and M will be there at the bottom of the bar for gender graph. Similarly for other things. And the column width, as we adjust here, it has come here. Everything I have centered. Now this is the important aspect. Let us check whether everything is right. If not, we will correct it. Roll number, of course, nominal, we have seen. Gender, of course, nominal, we have seen. Background, urban and rural, of course, it is nominal. And profession, it is nominal. So these four are nominal data. Okay. And then marks, all are scale variable. So this way it can be understood. Now, let us go to the task. First task was to get the frequency tables of all variables. Of course, the roll number need not be there. From gender, background, profession, and subjects. How to do that? Go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and Frequencies. So all these variables should be moved to the right side. So if you want, you can select it this way. Select the first variable, shift down arrow, everything will be selected. Okay. Click the right arrow here, it goes there. Frequency tables automatically selected here. So click OK. So the first one, it is not a frequency table. It is a case processing summary. Say in all these variables, 25 values are valid. Nothing is missing. That's all it says. So as such, this may not be. None of this may be. This may not be required. You can remove that one. Okay. Here, frequency table. What you do? Right click it. Right click on that one, and it goes to the. Double click on that one. It goes to the edit mode. Then you can say here, say question number 1. Sorry. Question 1 dot space. Use the proper heading and come out. So in the exam, say for example, now itself I am telling. Suppose a data set is given, 4 questions are asked. So when you got the output of the first one, give this sort of heading to that. Question number 1, answer is there. Many a times when you use a menu-driven system, many students by mistake will click somewhere else, some other answers will come. If something is not needed, you can always do one thing. Suppose if I don't want this one, it's not needed, I can select this. If I click the delete button, it will go. But here I need to retain, so I am retaining. So just select and delete button, it can be removed. So while you do the practicals, it may happen that some of the outputs we have wrongly got, which is not asked in the exam, better to remove and keep the answers for the 4 questions that are asked in the exam. So that clarity will be there on the answer sheet. Okay, so examiner need not wander here and there, which is the answer. From my past experience, I am telling a lot of students keep on doing trial and error method. They get a lot of things on the screen. They themselves don't know which is the right answer, which is the thing not asked. Ultimately, examiner, when he comes, he has only few seconds to verify. In that hurry, they are not able to show the right answer. So always remember that, remove all unwanted things, keep the right answer with the proper heading. Okay. Now, next question was obtain mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and CV. CV we cannot do it here. So we will check whether CV is there. If so, we will do it. Okay. Of each subject. Okay, we'll minimize it. So we need not go to the data window, we can do it from here also. So come here and descriptive statistics, frequencies. So the 3 subjects we need. So other variables, send them back. And what do we require? Subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Their mean, median, mode, standard deviation. I don't think CV is not here, so you need not to leave it. So these four are selected. And you don't require frequency table. Please remember to remove that. And click OK. So here the answer have come. So here what you do, first thing, double click it, and here come write question number 2. And what all you have to write? Mean, median, mode, and standard deviation. Then I'll click outside. So question number 2, that answer is kept there. So here mean value of subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Median value of subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Mode value of subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. And standard deviation of subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Everything in the table is over. Okay. Now, third question. Mean score of males in each subject. So what to do? We can go to the data. Now see, mean score of males in each subject. That means data should contain only male students. And then we have to calculate mean. So to remove the female students from the data, there's a process. What you can do, come here, select cases. So in that one, we will select only male students. So here you have to give select if condition satisfied, if gender is equal to, within double quotes, capital M. Okay, gender is equal to, within double quotes, capital M. Continue. So that condition is here now. If condition satisfied, if gender is equal to capital M. Okay, click OK. Now what happened to the data window? You just see. I hope you can see here. Say this row number 2 is cut off. Why it is cut off? It's a female student. Row number 5 is cut off. It is a female student. Row number 8 is cut off. It's a female student. Likewise, for all the female students, the corresponding row is removed. So what remains is only male students. So from this data set, whatever we calculate, only male data will be made available. So now we want to calculate mean score in subject 1, subject 2, and subject 3. So again, that is very easy. So here two steps are there. First, select the required data. Second, calculate the mean. So in calculating the mean, we come here, descriptive statistics frequencies. So these three are selected here, and we require only mean value. Okay, I click OK here. So here, say subject 1, say valid cases 14 only, because only 14 male students are there. So mean values in subject 1 is 53, subject 2 is 57.86, subject 3 is 58. Now here what you have to do, just double click this one and put it in the edit mode, and then give the heading question number 3, mean scores of male students. Click outside, it will remain. So likewise, when the examiner looks at it, answer will be there. Even say some of the syntax sometimes will be written there. Even if it remains there, then no problem. If you don't want, suppose for your personal, for examination, let it remain there, because if something goes wrong, we can identify. Now here, for your personal analysis, suppose you have collected your project data and you are analyzing it on SPSS. This thing, syntax is not required. You can select this one, delete it. All these things which are not required, you can delete it. So you can keep the answers alone. Okay. All unwanted things can, even this also you can remove. So you will have the precise answers alone. From here, you can copy it to MS Word, where you will be typing your project report. So this is how we have to proceed. Now, let us go to question number, bar diagram of gender. That is very easy. What to do? First thing is, when you have used a select case, you have to remove that. Otherwise, it will contain only male data. Okay. So what you have to do, go to data, remove the select case, select all cases, select all cases. When I click this one, these bars will go. So you can see that one. Now everything is open. So bar diagram of gender means just analyze descriptive statistics, frequencies. And these are variables not required here. Or you can click and drag also, you can remove that. And gender, you can click and drag and put it here. Now you don't need bar diagram, you can use this one. So I have put the variable gender which is required, and I have given the analysis what is bar diagram. Statistics, okay, this should be off, otherwise it creates problem. Click OK. Bar diagram takes some time to come. Yeah, it has come. So female and male, it has come. Even this frequent, this is not a required, you can remove it. Now here you have to give the question number and give the title bar diagram. Okay. What is the next question? Obtain the pie diagram of background. That's again easy. Pie diagram of background. Can go to analyze descriptive frequencies. So remove this one, and where is background? Drag it here. And charts pie diagram. Say this is the rural, urban in small letters written. So we can have it. Here you have to give the question number and write pie diagram. And then obtain total marks of each student and obtain its mean score. In Excel, when we did it, we used to add the score using that function sigma. Here also facilities are there. How to do that? What you have to do, say for each roll number 1 student, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, I need to write the total marks here. How to do that? You have to go to transform. Transform. Compute variable means new variable. So here I will write total. Okay. On the right side, total is equal to subject 1 plus subject 2 plus, please observe carefully whatever I am doing on the screen. I am doing it slowly for your convenience. Then subject 3. So now look at this formula. Total is equal to subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3. When you click OK, you can go to that screen. Say here the total marks have come. It is not in our format that decimal parts have come. You can remove it. If you want to center it, you can center it. Just come here. This is the variable you have created. So you don't want decimal part, remove it. And also you want it to center, okay, center it. Even this. So now look at the data sheet. These are the total marks, okay. And what else you need on that? Printed and its mean score, okay. So its mean score means the mean of all these numbers. Come to analyze descriptive statistics and frequencies. So remove this from here and put total there. Mean. Oh, bar chart. Pie diagram I forgot to remove it. That's why it does. If it has come like that, you can just remove it like this. Here, the variable total is there. Its mean is 162.16. So here you give the question number and write mean score of total marks. And next question. Obtain the list in the order of performance. Sorry, before that. Okay. Okay. Obtain the list in the order of performance. Say in my question paper which I have given, whatever we are doing, that navigation is written in bracket. Say for example, total marks of each student. First go to transform, then come to compute, then target variable should be total, numeric expression will be subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3 also is there. I forgot to write here, it's a mistake. Okay. Now, for everything I have given the navigation for the first 1 or 2 exercise. So, but in the examination, whatever is given in the bracket, the navigation will not be given, only questions will be given. Okay, now obtain the list in the order of performance. So these are the total marks. Order of performance means highest score should come to the top. So what you have to do? Data, sort cases, and which is a variable you have to have? Total. It should be descending order, means highest student should come to that. So now come back and see. See, 254 is the highest. That is roll number 10. 65 is the least. That is roll number 25. In that order it is rearranged. And then classify the performance of each student as one among poor, that is less than 120, moderate between 120 and 180, good, that is greater than 180. So to do that coding purpose, what you have to do, go to this data. Okay. Now we have to recode this one total. So less than 120, it should be written in front of it, poor should come. Greater than 180, you should write good. Anything in between, moderate. So what you have to do, go to that transform and recode into different variable. Recode into different variable. Okay, which variable? That is total. What's a new variable? A performance. I'm not giving any name, so click on the change. So that has come here. Okay. Now, which old values will correspond to which new values we have to give? Old and new values. So here there are different types. So at present only use the range option to do that. So from 0 to 119, we will make it as poor. Now, but output variable should be strings. So click OK here. Okay. So here you should write poor. Add. So 0 through 19 will be coded as poor. Now next, 120 to 180 will code it as moderate. Add. Then 181 to 300. It is good performance. So these three, then I continue and click OK. Now let us look at the data sheet. This already, actually, we have arranged in the order of performance. So the good people are at the top, moderate people in between, and poor people at the bottom. If it is not arranged in the order of performance, how it will look? It will look like, say, sort cases. Again, if I do, as per the roll numbers, if I do that, ascending order, this is the original. So if that's the case, row number 1 to 25, each one moderate other, good other, poor other, all these are mixed up. It is coming like that. Then prepare a cross table of gender and background. Cross table means bivariate frequency table. On one side, gender, top side is the background. We can do that. So how do? You go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Cross Table. So gender, you put in the rows. Background, you put it in the column. Click OK. So this is a table. Here female is in the first row, male is in the second row, third row is a column total. Similarly, rural is in the first column, urban in the second column, third column is a row total. And the total, grand total is 25. So such kind of things to do in Excel, you have to struggle a lot. Here, just at the click of a button, things come. And the last question, prepare a two-way table for background and performance. Again, similar way. You can go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and Cross tab. So background, okay, put performance here then. Say good, moderate, poor, urban or rural, this classification. Row totals, column total, grand total. So that also is prepared. If you don't require this, you can remove it. It's not required. Missing it and all those things. You can remove those things. And give the question number also, please. Last one. Okay, 10 questions are over about this one. So we'll close this and next.